Hello everybody, welcome to the shop. Me and little Trixie Poo, there she goes. Gotta go. Me and little Trixie Poo's hanging in the shop. Been doing some sanding. Tonight was Survivor night. Now Survivor's over. Gotta get back to sanding. Well, what I'm doing is I'm using this paint for a guide coat. And really there's only a couple places that need attention. Oil filler, most of it is just so smooth. A couple places were back here. Little spot right there. It's from sitting out in the sun, but it's already did its thing now, so we can feel it and it'll be good to go. But I'm just kind of using this paint as a guide coat. Tell you what's hard is this. The clear coat is the hardest thing to get through. That clear coat is some hard stuff, man. Get out of my water. I'll be fascinated with my bucket of water. So it ain't big enough to get in it. I don't want her getting in it. So you gotta look in there to see what's going on. Hey, what do you got? Come here. Mama's supposed to be babysitting you. I've babysitted you all day. What do you got? Okay. Good. That's crazy, dog. My bucket. She's got to stick her head down in that bucket. See what's going on. She was down in that bucket. Get away. Alright, come on. It's time for you to go to the house. And get all wet. Alright, so where was we? Before I was so rudely interrupted. I believe I was whining about all this sanding. Oh. No, it's just gotta be done. You know? And once I get going, I can go for a long time. It's just sitting over there looking at it's the worst part. You know, I gotta get that sanded, but once I get going, I'll just get you rolling, man. So, you know, it's getting kind of worn there. So I'm going to move my block to that side of the paper. You gonna see that? And it's cutting again. And this thing is coming out smooth. Man, I can just see every little bad spot. And most of them sanded out. There's just a couple places where it needs attention. Oh, Ollie was asking about the wing fit. No, Ollie, remember the wing fit's in there pretty good. I'm not worried about that a bit. I'm gonna got an idea on the hatches because the hatches didn't fit bad. The problem is that they want to bow out. So if I put a brace in there, see, they want to bow out. But if you push them together, they fit awesome. So I think a couple of braces in the hatch, put a couple in the hatch, couple in the canopy. Then I can do my filler trick on the edge and then cut it with a razor blade. Makes perfect sense. I'll show you guys how to do that. Back in the day, I was the hatch king. Remember when they got your fiberglass fuselages and they came with nothing cut out, you know, back in the day? And I was the hatch king, man. I could build an awesome hatch with anything. Old Balcom used to bring these planes over. Oh, come on, Mom, make me a hatch. So, alright, bring it over. Bring it on over. But I ain't got a whole lot left of sand. Really. We'll get this finished up tonight. So I can get the panel line tape tomorrow. Get it ready for Friday. I'm going to do to get it riveted this weekend. There's the plan. Santa blocks the perfect height to get underneath this cooling duct too. Ooh, you guys looking at this? It's the perfect height to get under this cooling duct. Well, once it's sanded, I can put my panel lines on, my panel line tape. But I'm only going to prime what I could rivet in a day. So I'll let you know how that works out. Tell you what I might have to do to keep the panel line tape from coming off, because I want to do that, the whole airplane of that in one time, is put one light coat of primer on the whole airplane. And then go back and put another coat of what I'm going to do that day. I'll do like from here back in one day. See, I want to do like from, it might be like a 3-day section. But do this, prime all this back part. You know, stop it up here somewhere where there ain't a lot of panel lines. You know, prime that early in the morning. And then just work on all them panel lines till I get them done by midnight. Okay? Then I can come back in and prime this area, sand it, put my panel line tape over my rivets on there. Then do the front, break it up in like thirds. Because that fresh primer works the best, man. That's the best, easiest, and they look the best. That primer cures out, it gets hard. Takes a long, and it takes a lot longer to do them. Because you're sitting there forever waiting for one rivet to make. But the fresh primer is just, you know, you just truck right along. And then the wings, I'm going to do the top of the wings one day. And the bottom the next. They won't take that long to sand. I'm going to have them whole wings sanded. And then the whole airplane is just going to have, like the stabs, just nice, clean, crisp panel lines everywhere. Nice, clean rivets. Then a light coat of paint over the top of it. Giddy up, baby. It's going to be pretty. I'll show you guys how to do it. You know I will. I don't have no secrets. I want all you guys to learn from this. This is my, this is my calling. You can't let the art of model building die. There's got to be some reference to the old school way in the future, see? So like this spot right here, see? And you kind of use that other paint as a guide coat. You can see that that's just a little rough area. It's not bad. I mean, you paint that with anything that, except what I want to use, you would never know. You gotta come back. You gotta watch sand in corners like this. Because what happens, this is flexible and that ain't. You'll end up sanding that real thin in them corners. So you gotta stay off of them corners a little bit. What happens is it gets super, super thin right next to the edge. So thin that you can push on it. So I don't care what it kind of looks like. You gotta get it flat and get away from them corners. And see, these were able to stand out with no filler needed. That green you see is my primer, my original primer. And I haven't even blown through that nowhere but a couple places. We don't really want to blow through that primer down to the glass. And after you get the chunk done, you wipe it all down and let it dry, and you can tell if you missed any spots. You don't want to miss any spots either. Right there, I can tell that I missed a spot there just because there's some weathering on there. I still went through the clear coat right here. I want to try and get all that clear coat off. You can't push too hard because you'll just push on the glass, you know, and you won't sand it right. That's why you need sharp sandpaper. We're not trying to make it shiny, we're trying to make it flat. Shiny comes later. Man, that is looking good. I don't have very much left. A little bit on the top, a little bit on the bottom. And I'm gonna keep trucking away, guys. I'm gonna get this thing sanded sooner or later. Till then, we will see you back in the shop.